This is a well-known porcupine area, and I definitely don't need him getting quilled today.
What's up, guys? I am Michael McInerney, and this is Leo the Hiking Dog. For the last year, we have been planning and preparing for this thru hike of the Appalachian Trail. Thank you for joining our adventure. If you're enjoying the journey, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We would be super thankful.
All right, good morning. It is day 80, and we are walking through the city of Duncannon first. That's where we got off trail. That's where Miss Sharon picked us up at the 7-Eleven, and that's where we got dropped back off. So we got to walk through the city of Duncannon before we hit to the woods. So I want to show you guys a little bit of that because I didn't get to see it myself. I don't know what quite sure is down there. I know there is a hostel, but besides that, we're gonna find out together. Oh, Leo hates these sirens. All right, guys. All right, we are back in the woods, not too far from the river that we just crossed, and still have the road noise coming in, but we're at least back in the woods again. I don't know what today's gonna have for us as far as what the ending is, because I don't know what to expect. So I'm gonna try to do 20 and see how that goes, and really just kind of see how we feel as the day goes along, and as we start to experience what they call the Pennsylvania rocks, if it's any different from the other rocks that we've experienced on trail or not. So that's the plan. There's a shortcut Blue Blaze this morning, but we're definitely not taking that. But yeah, just a little overlook. No, it's all stocked in. All right, so we're gonna have to just have you guys stay tuned and see what the day brings us. because I really don't have any idea of how everything's going to go as we're doing it. All right, first I want to talk about how good of a mustache day I'm having. Look at that thing. After having a couple days off without any type of wax or product in it, gel products in it, it really formed up real nice this morning. So I was really happy with it. After a few days of the woods and just adding new wax or adding new gel, it really starts to get kind of iffy. Hard to hold, hard to shape, that type of thing. Secondly, I want to talk about these Pennsylvania rocks, okay? So it's not too bad right now, but it definitely slows you down. You cannot get a stride because you're just basically having to look at every foot placement and where to place it to properly not twist your ankle or mess up or slide, because the rocks are slick from the rain yesterday still. But so yeah, this definitely is probably going to slow us down here in Pennsylvania. So we're still going to get 20s. It's just going to be longer days. And I don't know how long of a day we got today, because rain's supposed to be in the forecast around 5 or 6 o'clock. And all of the spots that we're going to be at are going to be tent capabilities. So we have to get in our tent and set up, hopefully before the rain starts. I don't want to be doing that in the rain. I can, but I don't want to. But we'll just have to see what the day brings. Oh, it finally smoothed out. Alright, so when it's real rocky like that, it's hard to catch a stride. So you can't really hike very smoothly. You're kind of like making smaller steps because you got to watch your foot placements and everything. And so it can really just make for, a longer day and slowing you down. So I guess that's what the big deal with the Pennsylvania rocks are. They're not a big deal to me, but it's going to just be something that we deal with over the next few hundred miles. And I know that it's not just Pennsylvania, it also carries into South New Jersey, which is where we hit next, and excited for that. All right, we're only 4 or 5 miles in now, so we're going to keep knocking down these miles and see how far we can get today. I said there's lots of different camping options, to whether I want to go do 17 or 20 or a little bit more than 20. I got a few options that I can pick from, but like I said, I just want to see what the day brings us as far as mileage goes, and then go from there. I'll make a decision towards the end of the day. All right. That's what I'm talking about, Pennsylvania. You don't have to have big mountains to have big views. So super excited to finally get some views here in Pennsylvania, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. So rain in the forecast later, and maybe rain tomorrow, but right now this is perfect hiking temperature. Started out in the 50s today, and it's a little humid, but besides that, I did pass the first shelter, but there was the maintenance workers there working on it, so I didn't want to interrupt them. They're replacing some steps and things like that. You can see the porcupine activity out here because they chew the crap out of treated wood. So they had like tried to chew out the privy, so they chewed chunks out of the corners of the shelter. I mean, those porcupines are serious about chewing their wood, so it's crazy to see that level of porcupine activity because it was fresh. You could tell he had been chewing on that thing here recently. All right, we're gonna keep pushing these miles, and it's gonna be a great day. Pennsylvania's giving up the views today. We got another one. All right, we've made it to our first big overlook of the day. It's called Table Rock. We've had a lot of little views today with power lines and things like that, but this is a big view today. There's gonna be other people out here because it's a Saturday and it's beautiful, but yeah, we're gonna take a look at here. I found our lunch spot. We're going to be here at the Peters Mountain Shelter. So we're going to stop here, get some water, and refill. Let me show you guys this shelter. It's a big old shelter. Oh yeah, it's a big old shelter here. You got a big old giant platform here. You've got a tarp, so you can take up this tarp and let a little more light in. But then you got the second floor up there, so you can fit a whole another range of people up there. There's a lockbox inside of here. That's kind of weird. And somebody left their Frog Tog Extreme Light rain jacket back here. That's actually like a $60 piece of gear right there. Somebody just abandoned. I have one of those at home. I started out the trail with it. All right, well, we're gonna sit up here for lunch, and I gotta get some water and feed Leo. All right, guys, we are about between 13 and 14 miles in our day right now. It's almost 3 o'clock. It's like 2:40. See how big of a difference it could be from one day to the next? Like something blowing up over there. But yesterday, obviously, we took a complete break, but the day before, we were able to do 25 miles before 4 o'clock. And I mean, I'm not trying to go very fast today. I'm not trying to like set any, like land speed records or anything like that, but just the added rocky terrain can slow you down. It's just a fact that I have to watch where I put my foot each time and not trip. Well, I trip a lot, but at least I don't fall. And also, being said, I'm really controlling Leo today because this is a well-known porcupine area, and I definitely don't need him getting quilled today. it's a Saturday. Maybe there's a gun range or something going on down there. A lot of like boom, 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 boom. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the camera or not, but either way, the campsite that we're aiming at first would be at 20 miles in, and then there's 2 ones that are beyond that. So I'd like to see if I can't get to the ones beyond that. The third one being around 23 miles for the day, 23.7 or something like that. And I hope I can get there if the rain holds up. I mean, it's beautiful right now. I don't see anything, showing that it's going to rain, but guys, meteorologists are wrong 50% of the time. So they could be wrong. I think I'm going to hike until I see signs of rain or not. So sounds like the plan to me. Yeah, there's a weird gap between shelters this time, because there was a shelter at 5 miles in, there's a shelter at 10 miles in, and then the next shelter is 20 miles away. So that's like a 30-mile day if I wanted to try to get to the third shelter, and the other ones were way too short to stop at. So, but I don't mind camping anyway. So we're gonna definitely be camping tonight for sure. All right, we're gonna keep pushing these miles, and we'll see where we get to. All right, we are about 2.4 miles from camp. I went ahead and cameled up, and we're gonna stop at 20.7. It's a good number for today, for my feet being beat up on these rocks. And it's already 5:15, so we're not gonna get there till right at 6. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stop at 20.7 at a tent site, And yeah, I think I'm starting to get some sprinkling. Starting to feel some sprinkling right now. So yeah, the rain is coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and push to get there. All right, I'll update you guys when we get there. All right, guys, we made it. 20.7 miles today. We're here, and I just gotta figure out where I want to put my tent at. Let me show you around. Nice little fire pit right there that we won't be utilizing. This looks like the winning spot right there. It's directly off the trail, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to camp at. Well, from that sound you can hear we just got the tent set up, climbed in, and it started raining. So it actually started raining while I was setting up the tent, but it was sprinkling, and now it's full on raining. So we got here just in time. Good thing we didn't try to push to any of the other sites tonight. But I got Leo fed. I'm having to eat here inside the tent, and yeah, we're gonna call it a night. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.